What is the polar vortex? Have you ever wondered why winters sometimes feel brutally cold in one part of the country while being unusually mild elsewhere? It's often due to a phenomenon you've probably heard of, the polar vortex. But what exactly is it, and how does it affect our weather? The polar vortex is a large area of low pressure and cold air that swirls around the poles, both the north and south. It's a normal part of our planet's atmospheric system, but it's most often discussed in relation to the Arctic. Think of it as a giant, whirling mass of cold air held in place by strong winds high up in the atmosphere, known as the jet stream. Under normal conditions, the polar vortex stays confined to the Arctic region. The jet stream acts like an invisible barrier, keeping that frigid air up north. But sometimes, the polar vortex weakens. This can happen when warmer air from lower latitudes pushes into the Arctic, disrupting the jet stream. When that barrier falters, parts of the polar vortex can break away and spill southward, bringing Arctic air to places like the United States, Europe, or Asia. In the US, this can mean bone-chilling temperatures, snowstorms, and even record-breaking cold snaps in regions that aren't used to such extreme weather. You might remember events like the historic cold wave in February 2021, when parts of Texas experienced widespread power outages due to freezing temperatures. Yes, that was tied to the polar vortex. But here's where it gets even more interesting. While the polar vortex brings frigid air to some areas, it can lead to unusual warmth in others. For example, if the jet stream dips low in the eastern US, bringing cold air, it often rises in the west, leading to milder or even warmer than average conditions there. And here's something to think about. Scientists are studying how changes in the Arctic, like warming temperatures and melting sea ice, might be disrupting the polar vortex more frequently. While research is ongoing, there's evidence that a warming Arctic could make these extreme weather swings more common. So, the next time you're bundling up for a bitterly cold day, you can thank or blame the polar vortex. It's a reminder of how interconnected our planet's systems are and how changes in one region can ripple across the globe.